This is the 2025 Cadillac Optiq and it's the perfect blend of luxury, power and tech. In fact, this might be the best deal for the buyers looking into electric SUV. Well, Cadillac is on a roll right now. It's rapidly growing its electrifying portfolio. In fact, they have launched 5 different EVs so far, and this is their latest in line, aiming for the compact SUV and targeting the young audience. This right here is the top tier Optiq Sports 2 variant, and it promises luxury and tech combination. So the biggest question I'm here to answer you is this the luxury EV which will help you consider Cadillac? So stay tuned and you will find whether this car belongs to your garage or not. Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Reviews 24, and if you are into honest, real and practical car reviews, then this video is for you. Today we are going to deep dive into this all new 2025 Cadillac Optiq Sport 2 in this beautiful orange paint, isn't it? Well, if you are into affordable EV SUV, then certainly you should consider or shortlist this car. So this car is positioned right below the Cadillac Lyriq, the big brother I would say, right? Now, it is much more expensive comparatively. This car starts with 63k Canadian dollars and goes all the way to this top trim, which is roughly around 68k MSRP prices, whereas the Lyriq starts from 75k. This car competes directly with Tesla's Model Y, Audi's Q4 e-tron, or even Genesis GV60. Now, this car features standard dual motor. It also features all-wheel drive, which puts on 300 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque. Gives you an estimated range of 302 miles, which is 486 kilometers. This car features the Ultium platform, and it rides on the same platform as the Honda Prologue or even Chevy's Equinox EV. So if you are looking into luxury EV, then you don't want to miss this. Shout out to Kathleen from Carter Cadillac for lending us this car today so that I can bring this car review for you. And if you are a potential buyer in the market to shop an electric SUV, then you should reach out to Kathleen. She will certainly give you a great deal. So Cadillac's design language is very striking, and this Optiq right here translates that into a compact package very well. So let us start with the front fascia and see what we see right now. The car looks really sleek, modern, and a typical Cadillac boldness in this EV as well. First thing first, I really love this black crystal kind of grille, which also illuminates, as you can see right now, and even the logo illuminates. This is right now already illuminated because I've turned on the lights. This looks very clean and modern. The front camera system here also is very neatly integrated in the center of the car with this subtle line passing all the way down. Over to the bottom, the bumper is also blacked out. Again, mind you, this is the top of the line, so you have that blacked out finish from that as well. This goes really well with this orange paint as it breaks down the overall design language. Again, very prominenting and aggressive bumper for sure. You have got active grille shutters over here, radar system here for your Super Cruise system. Mind you, this car also comes with standard Super Cruise. Over to my right, headlights are classic Cadillac style headlights, vertical headlights with daytime running lights, which also kind of looks like an inverted L. Again, the headlights are all blacked out with high beam and low beam. It looks really awesome in this blacked out segment. The plastic cladding over here is also nice and very clean, though there is no active air vents over here. Over to the side, this is where the car looks amazingly good. The cladding is also painted. It is not off-road style plastic. This is more gloss black finish, which really gives an elegant look to it. Look at the wheels. I really love these wheels. These are the R21 275 by 40 very thick wheels, and it comes with this very interesting color choice of like metallic gray. It really shines well, and multi-spoke wheel looks really well. So over to the sides now. Now this is where you will see the charging port, because this is an all-electric SUV. We are on the driver's side, and this is where you can open the charging port. As you see, it opens outwards. Again, standard CCS charging port, no NACS charging port at all, but they do provide you NACS adapter. I've heard that from 2026 onwards they might give standard NACS port as well. Nice little button over here to close this charging port. Again, it closes very elegantly. Now as soon as we move to the sides of this car, that's where it gives you a typical Escalade IQ vibe. I love the way it looks, the profile, the overall shape of the car is really very beautiful in my mind. The car is 189.8 inches long. The ground clearance is merely 6 inches. I wish they could have gone with slightly higher ground clearance. This is what it comes with when it comes to the EV car. Now I'm going to unlock this car to show you how the door handles are. The door handles are very flushed, and this is what I love about this car. In fact, most of the EVs in the market today comes with flush door handles to improve the aerodynamic of the car. Now over to my left is where you have the side mirrors. Again, this car is coming in two-tone paint options. So you have got the roofline, which is black, and the side mirrors are also black with integrated turn signals and a camera system for your 360-degree camera view. Everything is blending well into this color combination and the side profile. Even the window trims here is also blacked out, goes really well and looks very neat. One more thing I would like to call out is the black accent continues from the fenders all the way to the body width across. The most interesting change in this car, which differentiates this car mainly from Lyric or even Cadillac, is this C to D pillar window. This, they call it a precision window or a glass something. Again, you see this beautiful line accenting their Cadillac logo in the front. This, in my opinion, is one of the most striking design element in this entire car. It is very elegantly blended into this roofline sloping to the real tail lights. Now the tail lights are also very interesting. So let us talk about the rear end of this car. As I mentioned, this car pretty much gives you a vibe of baby Escalade IQ. The lights are in two different segments, the top segment and the bottom segment. Both the segments are completely LED tail lights. Now they look really awesome, just like the front lights, again with some vertical and horizontal lines to it. So over to the back here, and I really love the back look as much as the front look. Look how cleanly it is designed. Just one Optiq badge over here. Some interesting figures here. 500 is basically nothing but the torque figures. I don't understand why they go with that nomenclature. E4 is nothing but their way of saying it is all-wheel drive. The car also comes with an illuminated logo over in the back as well. Neatly tucked rear camera. In fact, the car does not have any rear wiper, just like Hyundai Ioniq 5. Now, I love the way that they have put this brake lights over the top like a sports car, but the biggest problem I would say is the air does go from here and it is very slopey. In very harsh weather, you might need a wiper to clean this rear window. The shark fin antenna also looks really awesome in this car. The best part of this car also is how neatly this rear spoiler is. It really cuts through this overall design segment. Let us go through the rear bumper system. Now, rear bumper is also all blacked out as part of the Sports 2 trim. Again, it is the combination of shiny black as well as grey kind of accent here. No visible exhaust because this is a completely all-electric SUV. Let us talk about the rear cargo space and understand how well it is. I have heard that this car also comes with a class-leading cargo space. Now, power-operated trunk, and certainly the car does give you enough cargo space. Behind the second row, it comes with 26 cubic feet. It also gives you some side pockets for you to kind of use it for some storage. So it also comes with this trunk cover which you can retract if you need to use it, or you can completely remove it and put it under the floor. Now let's see what do we have under the floor. Under the floor we do have an interesting small deep space which is not too wide, but it is very narrow, but at least you can put something rather than nothing. I love the way it is designed. Interesting 19 speaker AKG surround sound system with Dolby Atmos speaker grills on both the sides. So this also comes with this charging cable kit. Again, this is more of a CCS charging, and you have got NACS adapter over here. You can also fold the second row sets from here, as well as once you fold the second row sets, you will enable 57 cubic feet of total space. It does fold completely flat, as you see, which is good to know. Now the trunk does have power operating, but it does not have height adjustability. But we'll just simply close this and get into the interior and overall tech of this car. Alright, so before we get into the interior, let me show you the key. The key is very classic Cadillac key, but it is very simple, looks more like a Chevy or a GM key than a Cadillac key without this logo, honestly speaking. But again, lock, unlock, remote start, trunk opening, that's pretty much it. It doesn't have any other features on the key. Now let us open this car. The flush door handle just comes out naturally once you unlock the car, and let's just hop inside the driver's seat over here, and that's where you start feeling that you have entered into a very futuristic car. So let us start with the driver's side door panel. As soon as you see the door panel, you really feel much more luxurious. I love the way the fit and finish of this new Optiq is completely a new design language. Again, this is a woven or fabric material which is made of completely recycled material, which is good for sustainability. You have all the seat controls, powered seat controls over here on the door. You have got heated, ventilated, as well as your memory seats right here. You can control your lumbar, as well as the interesting feature here is this your massage seats as well, because of the top trim sports 2 here. The opening door handle is classic Cadillac handle, which I really love. It is quite heavy and with metal accent, it looks much more rich. Again, you will see lots of glossy plastic over here, but at least they have used this metal trim to kind of break it down. The switches are also one touch up down. You can even powerful the mirror as well as control it over from here. Another cool touch here is you see this plastic accent or layout, which is kind of grayish in color. You can choose different colors options based on the trim you choose. Sometimes this is even blue. AKG sound system, 19 speaker sound system, which is a surround sound system with Dolby Atmos. I love that they have used the sound damping materials over here. The storage on the door panel is really nice and wide. You can easily store foot long Subway as well as a bottle here. The only thing is the bottom part here is much more hard plastic, which I understand for this price point is common. Now let us talk about other elements from the driver side. I really love the way they have put the skid plate over here for the Cadillac logo. You also have kind of aluminum style pedals over here. This being an Optiq, it really is completely different from how you kind of start. As soon as you hop inside the car, you need to have your key with you and you just press the brakes, and that's how the car automatically starts. And here you can see it ready. That means the car is ready to go. So we are on the passenger side right now, and I wanted to show you the overall dashboard fit and finish and the material choices. Again, the dashboard sits quite low. I see softest plastic over here, the combination of fabric, which is not only here but also on the sides. Now the best thing is I love the way the air vents are. You can use this knob, physical knob, to kind of adjust the air vent directions. Now if you want to open the glove box, it is right here from the screen. You just simply press this button and it will open up. The glove box is wide but not too deep. So let us talk about the seat comfort of this Optiq over from the passenger side. Now mind you, the passenger seat also comes with 8-way adjustable seats, as well as it comes with heated, ventilated and massage seats. Now that is really awesome for this price point. Again, you see the closer look at this. Now this particular model which I have has this Napa leather with this perforated style bucket seats. I would say the white piping as well as the headrest is really supportive and comfortable. Even the seats are much more comfortable as it is much more softer. As you see, the car does come with some additional storage space over here. Again, you will see that fabric or kind of sound damping material on the floor, not plastic, which is sometimes good, but it is hard to kind of clean. It doesn't go too deep, but you can put some small items. Storage space over here, as soon as I put my hand inside, it kind of lights, as you see, which is an interesting design choice. Now you also have two USB-Cs over here, which is kind of tucked on the side. I wish they could have put it over here somewhere, which is much more easy to find. Now over to my left, you see here is where you have trunk opening, auto hold, parking brakes, as well as that typical plastic accent which you find it on the door as well. Now this side of the screen also is functional, not just for show, so you can actually play around. You can use the lights, auto and everything else. You can even use the cruise control settings. You can even change the layout. Use this segment for your light controls or driver assist controls. Cadillac's interior, and that's where you will have this wow factor. You are received with this beautiful 33 inches diagonal curved screen. Now this is completely LED screen, and it is a 9K resolution, which you will be able to feel it when you are seeing it in person. Now the driver's display here also shows you a Google map. Infotainment screens are powered by Google built in, so it has got Google Maps, Google Assistance, pretty much everything what an Android phone looks like. Now this is the steering wheel of Cadillac Optiq, and it looks really luxurious. Again, it comes standard with the Super Cruise. This lights up when you are using the autonomous driving. Overall steering wheel is familiar to the Lyrics world, as you might have seen before, but the overall steering wheel is very comfortable, easy to grip, and has got soft touch materials. Glossy black over here as well. I love the logo right in the center. Over to the center console of this car is where you will see the continuity of this plastic accent. Again, this is light gray colorish in this model, but you will find some other models having this in blue. I prefer this color. So the infotainment screen here is also very crisp and clear. It is very responsive and fast. The screen is Google based, so you have some pre-installed apps like Spotify or even podcast music and everything, but you do not have Apple Music or anything else inbuilt here. This car does not come with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That is one of the biggest miss in my opinion in this car. I understand GM has decided to go with their own software, but I believe it is still not ready to replace the flexibility of CarPlay and Android Auto which modern cars brings today. But what else you have here is the AC vents are also very neatly tied, and it also can be controlled with this knob. The HVAC system on the bottom here has physical controls, which is really most welcome. Nowadays everyone is integrating the HVAC controls in the screen itself. Sometimes it is not very user friendly. Over to the center console is where you will see again different material choices. You see more of a carbon fiber kind of a look. It looks really rich in my opinion. I love the way this aluminum trim goes across the cup holders. The cup holders are also quite wide. The only thing is the material quality inside the cup holders is not very high quality. The crystal clear knob, this is to control your infotainment screen. This is very similar to the iDrive system you find it in BMW cars. You have got some piano black finish plastic over here, which also happens to be a haptic buttons to control your screens. You've got volume roll over here. It also has this same fabric material which you have seen it across the car, and I really love it because the way it looks is much more pleasant to see in person. Now the center console also opens up from this side, and the space is quite narrow, but the positioning of the wireless pad is right here, which is very shallow and narrow. I don't think Pro Max phones would be able to fit in this small size. You do have this tray which kind of helps you enable deeper storage space. You have USB-C charging ports here as well. The headliner here is all black, and it is going really well with this interior sportiness. And the rear view mirror is also digital if you kind of flip it right here. I love this feature. Some people feel that they feel not comfortable, but once you get used to it, it is a really handy feature to have. You have got interior camera system as well. You can also open the sunshade, and this kind of welcomes you with panoramic sunroof. As you see, it does not open by the way, but it still gives you lots of light in the car. Now the sunshades in the front is also very nice, and lights are integrated. I really love this headline speakers of AKG, which also goes across in the back as well. That enables you that surround sound Dolby Atmos sound system for this car. So now I'm at the rear seat of this Cadillac Optiq, and let's take a look at the door panel. Door panel also mimics the front door panels with this fabric material over here. The AKG sound system also looks really neat and classic. Soft touch materials here, glossy plastic, but it has got lock unlock button, which is very interesting, as well as a decent size cubby space for your water bottle or any storage if you want. While I'm sitting on this side, I can clearly see that there is ample amount of legroom. The front seats are based on my height. The legroom in this car is 37.8 inches. Even the headroom is enough. I'm 5'8" and I still have enough headroom on top. One of the reason why it is because of this panoramic sunroof, which also enables much more space here, and the way this front seats looks are more sport style. I love the way the stitching is all the way from the center, from top to bottom. Even the car sits quite higher, so you can easily tuck your feet under the front seats, which is good to know. Now let me go on the other side to show you some more elements of the rear seats. Now, as much as the floor is very flat, which is always good, the center console here does give you two AC vents for the rear passengers. You also have heated seats, no ventilated seats. You have got two USB-C ports, and you also have household style 115 volt power plug as well. The seats are quite wide and really soft, but the under thigh support is not much, so you need to land your legs a little bit forward to make it more comfortable. On the center you also have this armrest where you can put your drinks. It does not have any pass through. Again, I have been telling this time and again, that feature is very handy in Canadian market specifically. Now the isofix are also very neat and easy to use and access. It has got this neat covers which keeps things very clean and simple. There is a small window right here which also has that precision design element from the outside, and it really brings some more additional light and kind of makes you feel much more nicer. Now let us see what's powering under the skin of this car, and the $1,000,000 question is, does it have a frunk? Let's open the hood. The hood is hydraulic, which is good, but disappointing, isn't it? Yes, you're right. Just like Lyric, even Optiq does not have any front trunk, and at least they could have kept a Cadillac cover on top of this. It is all open, which doesn't look nice at times. Now, one of the reasons what they have mentioned is not having the front trunk is they wanted to add the onboard charging capability of 19.2 kilowatt hour right here, and that's the reason why it occupies additional space. Car comes standard with 11.5 kilowatt hour of level 2 AC charging. Now this car is powered by dual motor. As I mentioned, it produces 300 plus horsepower, 354 pound-feet of torque. The estimated 0 to 100 is 5 seconds. This car comes with 85 kilowatt hour Ultium battery, and the range is 302 miles, 486 kilometers. The DC fast charging is up to 150 kilowatt, 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. So specs are one thing, but how does it drive on the road? Let us check in our driving impressions. Alright, so it's time for the driving review. Let us see how does this Cadillac Optiq drive. Does it drive similar to the Cadillac Lyric? So we put on drive with this pedal over here, pull towards yourself and then push on drive. It will give us very clear understanding about the overall agility, handling and cornering of this car. The car, first thing, is obviously an all-electric car, so it is very quiet, pleasant and silent inside, but the car's noise level has also reduced significantly because of sound damping materials what this car they have used. The car has a very big heads-up display in front of me, and I can clearly see it nice and clear, which is good. The A-pillar is quite big, but that's why they have given this small window over here that helps you with the pedestrian as well as blind spot. And when I push the pedal, the car really starts off well with this 300 horsepower. The car drives really fast. The steering is light but responsive. The handling is quite confident, and it also comes with regenerative braking with the pedal shifters over here, and also has one pedal driving, which you can apparently enable it from the screen right over here. Great to drive. The visibility from the front windshield is also quite good because the dashboard sits very low, and the car overall has really fun to drive elements considering it's an electric car. That's about it. I mean, the car drives really nice, and the braking is also quite strong and confident. As soon as I turn in this twisty road with a higher speed, the car is able to hold itself, and the body roll is very minimal. That is also a typical DNA of an electric car. So it's time for the final thoughts. This is really a very impressive entry into this luxury compact SUV segment. Though the competition is very stiff, but likes of Model Y or even Audi Q4 or Genesis GV60, this car is much more luxurious, much more powerful and much more tech-savvy from inside. This car isn't trying to be another Tesla. It's doing what the Cadillac does best. This Optiq Sport 2 stands out in terms of the overall exterior styling, the luxurious and tech-savvy interior, comfortable driving, as well as the fast charging and the range. This car is definitely something which you should shortlist. That's all from my side. Thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.